Now, India has a lot to cheer as far as yesterday's win is concerned, but it seems that Pakistan now is crying foul after losing to India in the World Cup match at Adelaide. Pakistan off-spinner Saeed Ajmal has said that the decision to give Umar Akmal out was wrong. Now, Pakistan off-spinner Saeed Ajmal has alleged that the ICC umpire Steve Davis had victimized Pakistan after he ruled Umar Akmal caught behind on a referral decision. Two other former players, Sarfaraz Nawaz and Imran Nazir, have also backed Ajmal's arguments. Ajmal said Omar's dismissal had a big bearing on the match. Ajmal raised the question that why was Akmal given out when there was no evidence against him in the snickometer. Ajmal also recalled that India versus Pakistan tie when Sachin Tendulkar out leg before and the decision was overturned on review, accusing Steve Davis of being biased against Pakistan. Ajmal said, and I quote, "Steve Davis has always had issues with us, and in fact, take a look at this quote. Steve Davis has always had issues with us, and even when we did not want him for a match, no one listened to us," unquote. So that's Saeed Ajmal, Pakistani cricketer, who is in fact given out that quote. Of course, Pakistan not very happy. This is the big controversy that has broken out after that particular win of India. Let me quickly go across to Nikhil Chopra, who joins me now in the studio at this moment. Morning, Nikhil. What do you make of this particular allegation? Does this basically mean that Pakistan is a sore loser, or do you see merit in their argument?
Well, I wouldn't say that Pakistan, all ex-cricketers are bad losers, but this is a classic case of sour grapes. Why would an umpire, with his referral, after seeing 3-4 replays, unnecessarily give in favor of Team India? There's nothing of that sort. Don't forget, a lot of people don't realize, apart from the snickometer, when you're looking at replays, Ankit, you have the stump mics as well. Now, when you try and put two and two together with the stump mic and that little breath when the snickometer moved, that's how. It must have been very conclusive. That's why Steve Davis ruled Akmal out. Otherwise, why would he? In cricket, there's that law. Any benefit, it has to be given to the batsman. And until unless there is conclusive evidence, the umpire would have never ruled Akmal out. So this is a classic case of, sour grapes. But some of the other Pakistani cricketers have said, on that day, Team India was a far better team and we were beaten fair and square. So I don't know where Ajmal is coming from.
No, Nikhil, also the point is, Pakistan says that this was a turnaround moment, which means that had this not been done, then perhaps the result could have been different. You have seen yesterday's match in entirety. You have seen the convincing victory that India has posted. Do you think that the result could have been different had this decision could have been different?
Not at all. I think the turning point of the game was when Shahzad got out after getting 40-odd runs. Who goes to say? Akmal was or not. After another couple of deliveries, he could have, played a bad shot and got out. So I don't believe, until unless he was batting on 40, 50, I wouldn't say that, that decision turned the game on its head. No, that wasn't the case. When Shahzad got out, that partnership, when they were on song, 90-odd for one, I'd say that was the turning point, because two of their set batsmen got out and then there was too much pressure. And then they just started losing wickets at regular intervals. So, Saeed Ajmal saying that Akmal's wicket was the turning point, I don't believe into that.
Now, Nikhil, any word on this umpire in question, Steve Davis? I mean, he's an ICC umpire. They're very sharp. It's an international event. Anything or everything that they will do will be under close watch and close radar. What is your assessment of this umpire? It will be fair on Pakistan to actually allege any wrongdoing?
I don't think, Sanket, there's any wrongdoing at all. You're absolutely right. With the ICC being the governing body of international cricket, they'd keep a hawk's eye view. And this is the World Cup that we're talking about. All the umpires officiating in the World Cup are top-notch umpires. So I don't see any problem with the umpire giving Akmal out. We didn't hear the stump mic, and at that moment in time when the umpire asked for referrals and especially with the snickometer, I'm pretty sure that they've got the stump mics on their ear as well. So just to corroborate the evidence, Now, a lot of people, a lot of viewers around the world don't have that sort of access to the stump mic hearing. So sometimes, you know, the umpires or the third umpire are also listening to what's happening within the field as well. So I don't know why Saeed Ajmal is playing such a spoil sport.
Maybe he won't play spoil sport as this tournament progresses, because there will be certain tough decisions, and as Nikhil is mentioning, the benefit of doubt is often given and always given to the batsman, and that same rule will apply to the Pakistani side also in future games. Now here's an update on the other match in the World Cup yesterday. South Africa made a winning start to their campaign as the Proteas beat Zimbabwe by 62 runs on Sunday. Batting first, South Africa made 339 runs for the loss of 4 wickets. South Africa had a poor start, losing 4 wickets for 83, but JP Dumini and David Miller scored unbeaten centuries to guide the Proteas to a huge total. Hamilton, Chamu and Taylor led the charge for Zimbabwe, but Imran Tahir struck thrice to break Zimbabwe's chase. The team was finally all out for 277 runs in the 49th over.